Hello, Augies Worldwide. I'm Dave Casler, amateur radio call sign KE0OG. I got an interesting request from Bluetti. This is one of the makers of those power boxes. In fact, of all the power boxes I've been sent, my favorite has been the Bluetti. So they contacted me and said, you know, one thing that people operating in a portable environment often need is a power source for their CPAP machine. And what is a CPAP machine, you ask? Well, as it turns out, as you get a little bit older and you lay down, your throat doesn't just stay open slightly, it'll actually close all the way. This provokes a reaction in your body which will wake you long enough for you to draw a breath, but it won't wake you to the point where you're conscious. So you're constantly going in and out of sleep, just barely keeping the oxygen coming in, and you can wake up feeling exhausted. So I started using a CPAP machine like 30 years ago, something like that, and I'm not on my first anymore. It is one of the Philips Respironics that's subject to the recall, so I put an extra filter on it. But I thought we'd look at this. I didn't think this thing would be nearly this big, because the smaller Bluetti that I have will handle that CPAP machine all night, no problem. So let's open it up and see what we've got. It says on the side here, cargo aircraft only. It's because of the lithium-ion battery it's got in it. Oh, that is stuck in there pretty firmly. Okay, let's put this down on the floor and get this out. Okay, great big box. Portable power bank, the X60. We'll cut the tape up here and see what we've got. Okay, says keep this box. Here's the charger and other goodies. All right. Here it is. It's pretty. It's very white. And let's see what we have in the way of connectors. DC output 24, 16, 12. Here's a USB-C that'll go up to 100 watts if your device will take it. And USB-A up to 3 amps, okay? And here's the DC input. So what this thing does not have is a inverter. So let's just turn the power on. There it is. It's at 62% right now. And let's see what we've got in here. Oh, wow, look at the cables. Okay, this is for this is the power output here, okay? The Bluetti output there. That's for charging. This one right here is to plug it into 12 volts so that you can charge it from 12 volts. This right here is a cable that can be used from one of these to your CPAP, and they've got all kinds of ones that will work with your different CPAPs. all the CPAP, somewhat on the back of them, a 12-volt input or various inputs. So they've got all of these different kinds of cables in here. Like here's the ResMed AirSense. And this one right here, it's got AirSense 11. They've got different names for the different things, okay? Now, what I'm going to do, oh, and this is some kind of a connector. Look at all those connectors. Man, if you like connectors, got them here. A little zippered thing here that you can put your favorite in there. Okay, you don't need to take the ones that don't fit your CPAP along, but don't lose them. Okay, that is one big hairy charger. Let's see what it puts out. Output 25.2 volts at 0.8 amps. Okay, so this will probably take a few hours to completely charge. So what I'm going to do is charge this up and then use it with my CPAP. Now, one thing to notice. Okay, one thing to notice with the CPAP things. A lot of hams are older. I'm 72 and I'm by no means the oldest ham out there. There are active hams going well into the 90s and even into the hundreds out there. So, and a lot of them, as we get older, we tend to need CPAP machines. So when you're out, say, in your camper or vehicle or whatever, and you're doing POTA or something like that, this parks on the air, this right here can power your CPAP. Now, I'll read the instructions. I think this will power the CPAP for multiple nights. Okay, and so I'm going to try this and use it with my CPAP. Okay, and we'll take a look as the power capacity goes down. Now, this is 60% charged. We want to bring it up to 100 with this, which is what we'll do. And then we'll use this for running the CPAP. In the past, I've used their little 600 watt unit, and it has worked very well for the CPAP. Now, this does not have any other outputs other than just that one that we were looking at over here to power the CPAPs, also to power your devices, okay, your own devices. So, there we have it. This is what we're going to look at. And this, I think, you know, we did the water filter a while back too. Because although hams sitting at their home stations are probably not interested in a ham radio-oriented, battery-powered water purifier, if you go on a trip like SOTA or POTA, it's nice to have that. If you only water that you happen to have is a bucket full of river water, you can go ahead and use that water purifier. Here's for sleeping, and with your CPAP machine, handy right along without having to bring anything big or ugly with you. This is a nice little unit right here. Okay, if you would like to help support this channel as we kind of look at things and broaden out a little bit from pure ham radio to something that is a useful adjunct to portable ham radio, then go to patreon.com/KE0OG and find a way that works for you. And also, I'd like to ask you to subscribe if you're not subscribed. Subscribing doesn't mean you get a bunch of email. Subscribing simply means that you're telling YouTube that this is a pretty good channel, and you probably want to keep in touch. And if you do want to get notified of new videos, live streams, the monthly giveaway, things like that, then do click the bell that goes with it. And until we next meet, 73.